Let's see, Parker. Thursday, qualifying, 10 car and 1 car. 10 car was good. It felt good to get back into 10 car. The class 1's cool, the spec truck thing's cool, but like you get in a 10 car and it's like hammer down, like the spec truck, but better. Like, you know, the buggy thing's fun. It's fast. It's like, you don't have the horsepower of like the 1 car of the truck. So you gotta like hammer everything you hit, so it just makes it fun. Then we get to the start line. I'm kind of getting giddy, but like I'm good, and I start. But finish kind of was like, I don't know, it wasn't very good, and ended up qualifying first in that. And then in the 1 car, qualified in that, did the sight lap and the qualifying run and felt good. So I'm like, yep, we're good, comfortable, and kind of got to get back into the groove of things from the spec truck, now back into a buggy and doing it in a 10 car, and then having to switch from even 10 to 1, which is a lot. So qualifying went good. We went in P1 for both heats for Friday and Saturday. So we started first in those. But day 1 came, 10 car started probably like 9 or 9:30 in the morning. And first car on the road, no dust. Just kind of picking my way through, get to midway, go through midway, everything was smooth. I knew Tyler was right behind me, so I kind of had to judge. I couldn't really judge a pace, so I kind of had to pick a pace. Probably made it halfway through the goat trail, and going, pushing hard, and all of a sudden, boom, the left rear falls and it starts dragging and dragging. And I was like, no way, was it a hub? Was it, you know, did the trailing arm bolt fall out? And, you know, it just felt weird. So I'm like, oh, tire. Then all of a sudden I start slowing down, and I look to my right, and the tire flies past me. So I'm like, no way. So I ditched the tire, didn't see the hub on it or anything. So I'm like, man, I hope I didn't trash a hub. Got out and saw that the wheel studs were flush, broke off at the hub hat on there. But did that, got parts, fixed it. I had to remove the studs, put all the new studs back in, got everything out there. Go around to the main pit, do a driver change. I get out, Brody Akins gets in. After that, everything went great. They finished. I think it was second in class, so they still made up some time. And, you know, Brody did a really good job on keeping the car alive, keeping it smooth, and just driving really smart overall. You know, I drove over him the whole time. I was like, man, he's quick, he's keeping it smooth, and he's getting to the finish. Past that, get to day 2, big race. First in class, I think it was like 7th overall. So we had Lofton, Householder, you know, a couple guys in front of us, and Cole Potts and all those guys that were super fast, all-wheel drive truck, you know. So we knew we had our work cut out for us for sure. So we got to push, be smooth, and let's get there. Let's catch them. By corrected time, we actually had the overall lead after the first lap. So I got told that in the main pit, pulled in. They're like, hey, you're leading overall right now on time. I think I was maybe 3rd or 4th or something like that coming in, doing the pits, and Sam Barry was actually behind the car. He looks at the tire and he's like, hey, this tire's going low. So they had to change a rear tire because it was going flat. So changed it, went back out on the second lap. But we had to stop at Midway on the way back in and get, I think it was a dump can so that we didn't run out of fuel, because on the first lap we used like 62 gallons or something like that on the first lap. So we were like cutting it with a couple gallons left at main pit. So thank you to Sean Geiser and the Beal team for being there, giving us their fuel and having their guys there, especially Sean, you know, stabbing the stuff, you know, mainly getting us fuel. If we wouldn't have had that, we would have been in a crappy situation for sure. So thank you to them for doing that for us. But got fuel, went, and by that time we were probably second or so overall. I think me and Lofton were kind of battling with time, going back and forth. I didn't know this, but I think Cole Potts had an issue on the end of the second lap or the third lap or something like that. He was pulled in the pits. So we knew we had Lofton, which I thought both of them were in front, but I knew Lofton was in front. I had to catch Lofton and then, you know, wherever Cole's going to be. Start going out past Midway, and before we hit the pit, when we come over a rise over the sand whoops and come over the rise and smack down on the right rear and got a flat, which I didn't know. We got to pit 1 and they're waving me down, you got a rear flat. So they jacked it up, changed it, get to the goat trail and going through a section, and boom, got another flat. So pulled over, changed it real quick and got back in, started going again. Get to Shea Road, make the right, come down, go into the wash there. And we're picking through the wash there, and we see Justin Lofton on the left-hand side. And we're like, okay, well, he's broke. We're guaranteed second, for sure second overall, which right now this is crazy for me because, you know, we're second overall. And so we get done, come through the infield, had a smooth run, had no issues after that, and come to the stop check before the main pit. And I see everybody running out, and they're all like, yeah, you know, freaking out. And I'm like, there's no way we're the first car through here. Like, there's no way, because I swear I didn't see Cole. I didn't see him pulled over. I'm like, he's got to be in front of us. I didn't know. And Jenica's like, no, Cole Potts was broken the pit on lap 2, and they were fixing stuff, so you already passed them. So you're the first car through here. So everybody's coming out cheering, you're the first car through. And I was like crazy, like couldn't believe it. Get to the finish line, and crowd of people standing there. Everybody's like, you know, freaking out. Camera guys start coming up, and I'm like, man, this is like unreal, crazy. And so we're sitting there, and Johnny's dad comes up and he's like, dude, you guys got it. They just called on the radio, and your time was this, and Davis's time was this, so you guys got the overall. And it was official. You know, they're like, yep, you got the overall. Everybody's cheering and hollering, pull up on the stage, and just couldn't believe that not only first in class, but the overall car of the race, and in a class 1 car with a spec motor. So you know, thank you to everybody that helps me to get there and gets me there. Sponsors, obviously, BF Goodrich, Method Race Wheels, Wendell Industries, Gear One, Phoenix Commercial Electric, United Construction Group, Redline Performance, Maxima Racing Oils. You know, everybody that is a part of this car, you know, helps me get here and helps make this thing run top tier, and, you know, gets it up on top of the box. So But yeah, that's kind of my weekend, and um, couldn't ask for a better weekend. So glad to do what we're able to do, and we're looking forward to Parker at Legacy. Um, we're going to have a good amount of one cars there, so we're ready to go. We'll get this thing prepped all ready to go. I plan on like doing these videos probably at the racetrack and kind of giving you guys like updates and what's going on, how things are working, and all that kind of stuff. That way I can like keep you guys updated with stuff. So um, yeah, so it should be good. Follow my story and kind of what I do here and what I do at the races, and kind of follow what's going on. That way you guys can see the behind the scenes on a lot of stuff, because behind the scenes is cool to see. So it should be good. We're ready for Legacy Parker. We're ready for the rest of the year. Also, we're gearing up for our new Geyser spec truck. It should be done hopefully in the next probably month or two. So we're gearing everything up for that. So it's going to be interesting this year. We're going to have this, and we're going to have the spec truck. So it should be a good year. So, but thanks for watching, and we'll keep you updated on the life news and let you know what's going on. Peace out, mother.